Hello guys and welcome to this channel. I am the Electronic Prince. Now in today's video, a friend of mine gave me an extension socket. He said it is not working due to them drawing a lot of power from this extension socket. Well, they only just plugged a pressing iron to this extension socket and it stopped working. So he gave it to me to see if I can do some repair, and fortunate for me, I can. I'm always the person who does the repairs for them. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how my steps will be in going through to repair this extension socket. It will be pretty easy because it's just a form of parallel connections between each socket and an output wire. So I'm just going to run some tests and see what's bad in it, and finally we'll get to the good result. Okay, so this is the extension. I have just opened it. This was what was covering this extension. These are just the screws. Yeah, the screws that was with this case. So I just pulled out the extension wire. This is the extension wire that I pulled out from it. So I pulled it out to check to see if we see that this thing has any form of fault before we think of going deeper into the extension. Just for now, what the first test you should do is to check the extension wire. So the test you're going to do now is a continuity test. You're going to see if there will be any break or there will be any form of loss in connection between the wires and the connecting terminals of the extension plug. So I'm just going to use my meter to do that, to check the continuity test. My meter here is in the continuity mode, lights on. Just going to check it. So first I put this pin on one of the pins and I touch the wire. Don't get any beep. Let me try the second wire. And try the second wire of it. And no beep. Let's see. You see? I got a beep. Let's try this other one once more. No beep. Let's go back. You can see I'm testing it. This is called the continuity test. You see, there is a beep to show that there is a break in one of the wires in this extension wire. So this could be the problem of this extension not working, because if you look at the wires, they are so tiny. They are very, very, very tiny. So I'm thinking, why plugging this high load appliance to the extension socket? It must have burnt out the wire. So I've got this replacement wire that I got from my microwave. Okay, now this is my microwave, which I'm going to use this wire at the back. Let's see. Okay, this wire pretty much works for the extension socket, so let me just bring it out. I've already removed some screws off it. Just take out some screws for the wires also. Alright. Okay. Oh, I think I got it, but let me just put this screw back in place so that in case I'll need it next time, you never miss a thing. Okay. Okay, since the wire is out, the wire is not that long. It's not that long, but I'm sure it's gonna work for the purpose. I'm really, really sure it's gonna work for the purpose. So let me just close out the microwave and keep it. Just gonna leave it like this. I may need something in it next time. Here's a replacement wire I got from my microwave. I'm going to use it, but I'm thinking the wire is too short and the person won't really appreciate it. So I moved to this long one, which I think will still carry enough current. If you look at the wire, it's still thick like the old one. If you look at the wire, the thickness is still great, so I'm just going to substitute it. And by the way, the extension socket doesn't support any form of earth connection, just only the live and the neutral. So I'm thinking this wire will work too. Then I'll connect the other end to a fuse. So let me just screw this in and see if we'll get everything right. All right, I've screwed in the terminals. So let me just take these two places of the other end of this long wire into a socket. Okay, so I'm thinking we've got an sort of indication light at the end of this extension. So I'm just going to see if this indication light comes on, so I'll know that maybe it's the extension wire that came with the extension socket that has the problem. So I'm just going to put it in. You see, we've got a light. So the whole problem there was just the former extension wire, which was having a broken wire inside. So I'm thinking my replacement was correct. Yeah, this is a simple replacement, simple enough. I just have to change the extension wire for a price. So guys, if you want to repair any form of extension socket, the first you need to check is the extension wire. Most of these cheap extension sockets come with tiny cheap wires that will not carry enough current as it states in his writing, his specifications sheet. So you got to change to a bigger wire when you have one of these problems. Just first of all check the extension wires, because that one is primarily the problem that most of us will face when repairing an extension. So I'm just going to screw this in place, screw it tight enough. All right. Alright, it's done. Now I'm just going to close the whole cabinet. The cabinet will be closed. And I'm going to screw everything in. So that is basically everything. Oh, see there, I mixed the screw. This screw isn't for this place. This is a little screw. I'm going to change it to this big one. So this is it. This is basically what we have to do in this extension socket for today's repair. So I'm just going to connect these two ends to a fuse, a 3-pin fuse. I should use a 2-pin fuse because it doesn't support the earth connection, but the 2-pin fuse in my area doesn't support this high current. Most of them are just 5 amps, which wouldn't last long, but with a 3-pin fuse we get like 10 amps to 13 amps. So I'm just going to get that fuse and use it. Okay, so this is my fuse. This is the fuse that I'm going to be using. This is let's see, this is a 13 amp fuse. Even if the extension socket doesn't support the ground connection, I'm just going to use it because this fuse supports high current configuration. That's why I'm just going to use this fuse. So let's open it up. Let's see. Okay, so this is the wire. So I'm just going to put it in these 2 terminals, which is this place. I'm going to leave out the earth connection. I'm going to leave out the earth connection because I'm not going to use earth. So I'm just going to open this place up to put in the blue wire. So the blue wire goes here, and I screw it. Okay, then the brown wire goes here. I think I have to pull this out for easy connection. So here, and then screw it. All right, I think I'm done with this. Just have to fit everything back. Okay, so I have to hold this wire in place with the grips. The grips that comes with it. I just have to screw the grips. You know, I told you that I lost a screw for the second side of the grip, but I think even one screw is going to work really fine. And just screw this one very tight so that they can hold in themselves very good in there, even if the grip fails to hold the wire well. So I'm just going to close everything. I'm going to screw the final screw. Alright, I'm done with screwing. Just plug it into my socket and see if it works again. Oh yeah, as you can see, it works again. It works really again. So I'm thinking this is very, very great. You can see the red light. See the red light. This is the form of indication. You know, it has some form of buttons. So as you have seen, this is primarily how to repair an extension socket. The first thing you need to do is to check the continuity in the wires of the long wires that goes to the sockets. So you need to check those wires first before diving deeper into the parallel rows of the sockets on the extension panel. So this is the basic thing that mostly gets damaged in these extension sockets, the wire. If you like this video, you can give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel, and please support me on Patreon to get more of these videos. Thank you for watching, and see you royals next time.